Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit of a doomer on Marvel Rivals. When it was announced and when I saw who was developing it, Nutties, I was a bit of a fucking doomer when it came to Marvel Rivals and its future and what the game could have been. I made a video on it a while back now, no one fucking watched it, what a surprise. But like, I made a video on it and I talked about how I was very nervous for the game and how I thought it was going to be most likely a money-hungry cash grab that no one really gave a fuck about. But after playing both the alpha and the closed beta and now sat here waiting for it to release on the 6th of December, holy fuck, wait, I was wrong. I was so wrong, and I'm so happy I was wrong. This game's really fucking good. Like, surprisingly so, to be honest. Like, again, I didn't expect the game to be anywhere close to actually good. I thought the game was going to be just a complete cash grab. I had no expectations for this game. My fucking expectations were in the dirt. And it came out, and it's a very fun, very enjoyable kind of game, to be honest. And I'm quite fucking happy with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk to you guys about why Marvel Rivals is a good fucking game and why it shocked me. So one of the reasons I actually really enjoy this game is because it is a 6v6 hero shooter. Now, I thought, again, this game was going to be fucking wank, it was going to be piss, and it was just going to be fucking awful and, like, basically half-assed. But it hasn't been at all. The gameplay itself is actually really enjoyable, and it's kind of, like, halfway, in my opinion. It's kind of halfway between Overwatch and Overwatch 2. Now, I'm not sure if that's because the game in general is a lot more chaotic than Overwatch, or that the game is just kind of, it's still new and people are still getting used to the actual game itself. But the game, though it does feel very team fighty, and though like you are playing the same kind of team orientated gameplay as Overwatch, it still feels very chaotic and very like somewhat team deathmatchy. I don't think it is team deathmatchy, but or it's like even close to being a team deathmatch, but that's how it feels more like it feels more team deathmatchy is the best I can fucking say. It feels more team deathmatchy than Overwatch does. But just so you know that like I am somewhat qualified to talk on Overwatch and this topic, I have played Overwatch for 2,000 plus hours. I was playing in GM, Masters GM, I was scrimming 2 days a week. I was scrimming for like, you know, like 8 hours a week. Not a lot, but I scrimmed for like 8 hours a week for years on end. I competed. Here's a clip of me hitting a fatty shaddy. This was at a tournament. So yeah, I'm actually like somewhat qualified to talk about this shit. So yeah, the gameplay very much feels more chaotic, but I think that might be more because the game is new than the fact that the game is just naturally chaotic. Though, I guess we'll find out, you know? I think the game is so enjoyable, and I think that the chaoticness of it is gonna die down and lead more into a specific, into more of a team-orientated kind of style, which it already is, but even more so. Another positive that I have is that the game is kind of just finished. Like, even in alpha, the game has just been fucking finished, you know? Like, it has a tournament system already? Hello? What? Please give me more? I couldn't believe it when I saw there was an actual tournament system in the game. In fucking alpha, dude. In the alpha of the game, they had a tournament system. Overwatch, you little shits? Where's your fucking tournament system? And, like, it's just fucking kind of shocking. Like, I'm so surprised. I'm just so fucking shocked that the game has a tournament system this early. And it's good as well. Like, it's kind of good, which is, like, fucking awesome. Comparatively to other games that have the tournament systems. So I'm mostly gonna be talking about, like Overwatch, League of Legends, and Valorant in this for like the tournament kind of things, because we go from Overwatch having no tournament system and people having begged for this tournament system for years. There's just zero in-game tournament system. And then we have League, which has an in-game tournament system, but that I'd argue is kind of middling. Like, it's there, it's a tournament system, but I'd argue it's kind of mid compared to what, in my opinion, is like kind of the goat of having a tournament system, which is Valorant. Valorant's tournament system is so fucking good. It's like, it's an actual kind of like League sort of thing. Like, you play through different like leagues in a sense to get to have a chance in like Ascension and then go into like being like an actual like the competitive scene. Like, that's fucking crazy. That's such a good idea. Like, Riot kind of have like just done fucking wildly in that sense with Valorant. I think that it's such a good system. It's such an interesting system. And then when you compare it to League, which kind of has like a bare bones tournament system, it's not connected to esports, which I guess it doesn't have to be. But like, I think it makes sense for the tournament system to be linked to esports. So if it like, I'd rather it be linked to esports, so you can like, you know, you can play tournaments, or you can kind of like, because like people like the people who are playing tournaments are the competitive kind of like people. It's like, yeah, like at the start, I'm sure a lot of people will play tournaments because, like, you know, just to try it out. But eventually, those who are playing tournaments, like towards the middling, like towards like the later release of the tournament system, most people are going to be the competitive side. So when you have it connected to esports, it kind of gives like the tournament system, it kind of gives you like a goal in a sense to aim for. It's like, and I think it's really good. But with League, it's kind of just not there. Like, there's no reason to really play it, especially if you're like, I'm fucking blanking. Especially if like you don't care about being competitive. There's no reason to play it. Like, there's no like big reason if you don't care about it, like skins or anything like that. There's no real reason to fucking play it, because you can get everything by just playing the game. So it's like there's no reason to play tournaments. But Valorant, there is absolutely a reason to play tournaments. And then you have Overwatch, the fucking Squidward meme looking out the window. It's just fucking dog shit and has absolutely no tournament system. And it's just completely egregious and unfucking believable. But like, I don't know, Overwatch is just shit. Fucking who's shocked. Another thing that's quite impressive for the actual, like alpha, like the game in general, is that it has a fucking working replay system already. Like, again, like this with like along with Tom, this is kind of fucking insane for a game that's in its alpha that was just coming out of its beta. Like, it's kind of fucking insane that it has a tournament system and it has a replay system, and like, huh? What? That's so fucking good. Like, the game feels so finished. Which is why, like, obviously the game is releasing in a couple months. But, like, it's just insane to me that it has all these things already. And, like, the replay system, from what I've seen and what I've done myself, isn't too bad. Like, the controls are a little confusing, but, like, I'm sure people will get used to them. But, like, it's kind of fucking great that this, like, the game that's, like, that is in alpha, that I kind of expected to just be a cash grab, is really trying. Like, it's really going in, and you can really see the passion and like the love and the fucking and like the vision behind it. And I'm talking about it and I'm getting so excited because you can see that this game isn't just gonna be like a fucking like a pump and dump, you know, like a fucking one and done. They're not just gonna release it and abandon it. Like, they're putting shit into it, which is really fucking awesome. And which leads me into my next point, which is I want to talk about this real quick. The esports side of things. Like, this game is very clearly supposed to be competitive. The tournament system's being set up, they're doing streams of it. This is so obviously supposed to be an esports game. And I'm fucking all for it. I adore esports. I adore the competitive side of gaming. I love it so much. But it does make me a little worried for esports, because I've seen it go to fucking shit before. What I ask of NetEase and the developers is to just fucking let the esports scene grow on its own. As someone who was there for Apex, I was there in Overwatch, right? I was there for Apex. I watched the start of the Overwatch League. I watched all of the Overwatch League until it fucking died. I watched some of the OWCS before I didn't give a shit anymore. You know, like, I've seen a grassroots system be grabbed, ripped out, and although I loved the Overwatch League, it was not good for Overwatch Esports. And kind of just shit all over, you know? It wasn't good for Overwatch Esports. Overwatch Esports kind of got shit all over. Although it did get invested, it kind of like ripped the grassroots scene apart, and it became like extremely difficult to become, or at least like it became even more difficult and kind of impossible in a way, or like a pipe dream to become like an esports player or like compete at the highest level, right? Not that it should be easy, right? Is not what I'm saying, but I think that the way they did it and the way they just completely shit over tier 2 and like it just kind of ignored all the teams that were there beforehand it's kind of annoying, right? Because like this also happened in Valorant, where teams that were winning beforehand, for example, I know the Guard were winning, but they didn't get franchised shit because they didn't get anything that was like franchised. They kind of just got fucking shit all over. And I do apologize that you heard the scraping. That's my headset being plugged back in because it's shit. Like the I've completely lost my fucking train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the fact that the Guard and like these teams that didn't get the chance to actually go and like show off on the highest stages after the fact of franchising is fucking dumb. It's so awful. Don't franchise your leagues, kids. It doesn't work that well. Sometimes it works, like in League of Legends, but like I feel like that like you need to give your esports scene time to grow on its own before you like fucking invest tons of shit into it, because we've seen before it doesn't really work, and that like having a grassroots scene and having a scene that's like built by the people who love it always ends up being pretty good. So like yeah, I really hope that esports is left alone for a while. They still invest in it, but they don't create the Marvel Rivals League or fucking shit like that, right? I hope they kind of just leave that alone. Alright, my next point is that, like, I really enjoy the characters. The characters of Marvel Rivals, I know it took me fucking 12 minutes to talk about it, but shut up. Like, the fucking, like, holy, the characters are really fucking fun and enjoyable. Like, when I was first playing the game, I felt that they felt slightly weird. For those who do not know, I play support. I'm a Luna Snowmain. I play Luna. I play Mantis. I play Jeff, even though he's shit. I play Jeff, and if needed, I play Doctor Strange. Because he feels like Reinhardt, and I was a Reinhardt main in Overwatch. If the fucking fatty shatty didn't fucking mention it beforehand, but I'm like, I don't even know what I was talking about. What the fuck was I talking about? What was I talking about? I started ranting about Reinhardt again. Shit. Oh yeah, the characters. The characters are so fucking fun. Like, I did think that they felt a little weird at the start, but, like, after playing it for, like, a good chunk of time, I was like, nah, this shit feels really good. I think that, like, a lot of characters feel better than what I would, like, say their Overwatch counterparts are. And I think that a lot of them have this unique feeling to each character, which is really, really fucking good. And I was kind of afraid that a lot of characters wouldn't be unique. But again, like, NetEase have shown, or at least the developers have shown. Who are the fucking developers of Marvel Rivals, actually, right? Who is it? Is NetEase just the production company? Who's it developed by? Developers, NetEase. Yeah, it's just NetEase Games. Like, NetEase have shown that they kind of want to put fucking, like, effort into this game. And, like, they've put so much fucking effort. And I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough. Like, you really want to put your fucking, like, you've absolutely, like, blown me away. You want to put your, like, effort into this. And I'm like, all right, I'm on the fucking train. I'm here for a long time, dude. I'm here for a fun time. Let's fucking do this. I was so nervous because NetEase were developers. And I'm like, well, fuck it at this point. Like, clearly they ain't that fucking, like, they've done an amazing job. So let's just fucking go for it. Also, the characters, really want to touch real quick on this. The character releases are really cool. I like them being done in 2. I like that a lot. It's quite fun. The character releases are good. Each character coming out is a little broken, but that's fine. But yeah, like, overall, Marvel Rivals has, like, kind of, like, impressed me, like, to an insane amount. It's so fun. I see a lot of people also comparing it to Overwatch and calling it the Overwatch killer. Shut the fuck up, you dumb cunt. Like, holy shit, stop fucking talking. Like, I hate this, dude. I hate when a game is taken and put on this, like, completely fucking insane, like, level. Like, just fucking let Marvel Rivals exist. Like, you can compare it to Overwatch, but don't sit here and fucking be like, oh, it's the Overwatch killer, it's gonna fucking murder Overwatch. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Stop talking. No, it isn't. There have never been, like, the fucking moniker of the whatever killer never fucking works. The only time I can even remember that this worked was Call of Duty, because Call of Duty was originally codenamed the Medal of Honor killer. But, like, that's the only fucking time it worked. Every other time I've heard it, oh, this is the killer, the whatever, the Halo killer, this killer, the that killer. It's never fucking worked. Stop fucking talking about it. Stop fucking, shut up, bitch. It's not the Overwatch killer. It's not going to kill Overwatch. Is it going to take Overwatch players away? Yes. But is it going to kill Overwatch? No. Fuck off. Let this game exist. Like, let it breathe. Let it be fun on its own, dude. Like, holy fuck. Shut up. Stop talking about it. But yeah, I'd like to point out that this game does have a few issues. I think the balancing is a little weird. A few characters are fucking broken, but you know, whatever, it can be fixed. I think the UI is a bit weird, and then also I think that understanding and like trying like figuring out where you're being like shot from, like the visual clarity is a little low, and that I hope that they change or like at least try and fix overall. But yeah, like honestly, this game has blown me away. It has impressed me to an insane fucking degree. And I would like to come here. I apologize, NetEase Games. Fuck you for being part of the Chinese government. However, I do apologize. Well, I just get cut out. Probably, I don't know. But I do apologize to NetEase Games for immediately calling your game possibly terrible. And I do apologize because I was straight fucking wrong. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I've been a pleasure. And I'll see you all next time. Mwah. Bye.
All I do is breathe.